So the show starts with a flashback. Riri and her best friend are talking. Riri goes, I'm trying to be greater than Tony Stark. Her best friend goes, I'm trying to sleep with Thor. I haven't even wiped the pissy eye crust out my eyes and Marvel already hit me with a genius complex and a god king. We cut to present day. Riri's in college. She says Tony Stark wouldn't be Tony Stark if he wasn't rich. So she starts selling homework. She was moving assignments like homework crack. She gets caught, sits in front of the dean and goes, what's studying gonna do for me? I'm trying to change the world. Had me thinking maybe she was spitting until they cut to her getting expelled. She walks back into the school lab, then literally steals a couple things and flies off with the suit while she's at it. Off the bat, we can already see what type of character she is. How is she smart but genuinely incapable of making a single non-dumbass decision? Within the span of 5 minutes, Riri the Reject got expelled, hijacked a prototype, and committed a federal level felony in broad daylight. After crash landing and looking like a fucked up Autobot, she makes her way home. Next scene, she's talking to this guy who I'm not even gonna waste time on. They try to make him a recurring character, but he serves zero plot purpose. Anyway, her and the pointless guy are out shopping for parts. Riri just got expelled, but she still wants to build her busted Autobots. She's about to beg the front desk dude for a pass, literally try to finesse her way out of paying. Then some mystery guy steps in and covers it. Mystery guy says he has an opportunity for her, hands her a card. Turns out they're replacing a person on their team named Rampage, and because Riri's a real sack chaser and has the decision-making skills of Ezra Miller, she goes. She takes the elevator, sees a bomb, thinks it's real, and escapes. They hit her with, haha, just a test. She says she's out of here. Boom, box of cash, she's in. Dumbass. She's back home building the suit for her first criminal job. Yes, criminal job. They told her the jobs are illegal. She said bet. While setting up the AI, she falls asleep with the cord still plugged into her brain. When she wakes up, the suit built her dead best friend. Yeah, the I want to sleep with Thor one. She's an AI now, basically Jarvis but with trauma. For context, her best friend got sent to God because of a drive-by, so when she sees her, shit gets weird. Anyway, she don't got time to worry about trauma Jarvis. She's got a criminal meeting to get to. Tells her to stay put and dips. And we finally get to meet the bootleg Suicide Squad. First up, the blood siblings, deadass named Roz and Jerry. Might as well have called them Tom and Jerry at that point. They give people concussions. They're the brutes of the group. Next up, Clown, the pyrotechnics specialist. The name is self-explanatory. She's a firebender without the bending and an IQ the size of a soft. Next up, John, cousin of the guy in charge and the same mystery dude who gave Riri the card earlier. His power's playing with knives, being the getaway driver. And then we got the leader, Parker. Mysterious cloak, carries fake energy, and low-key badass at times. Oh, and I almost forgot there's Slug, a drag queen. That's it. That's the whole character. Nah, but for real, Slug is the hacker of the group, most wanted in terms of computer shit. They plan the job, and agree to meet up at night. Riri heads home to upgrade the suit even more, but of course, it malfunctions. That thing looks like if Power Ranger had scoliosis. Of course it broke. So her AI best friend, or whatever the hell she is, finds a guy named Joe who has black market material. She showed up, and Joe doesn't want to show her the spot, but he's soft. That's not even an insult. He's just dead ass a bitch. Dude's driving her to the black market warehouse, literally crying while doing it. Anyway, she gets what she needs, hits Joe with a deuces, and blasts out of his warehouse. We cut to the mission. Shit almost goes left. Riri's AI counterfuck won't close the helmet or activate the suit. Why? Because she's having a panic attack. Turns out standing in front of a cop with a gun aimed at your head hits different when the real version of you already got sent to a Michael Jackson concert in the sky. The cop was this close to sending Riri to go see Michael perform his next hit live. Then out of nowhere, a bullet curves midair, pops the cop. Parker appears out of thin air with his Jedi cloak and just says, let's go. Like, dude didn't just redirect a bullet with the force. We cut to the next scene. Everyone's celebrating like they just hit the Powerball. Riri the Reject was supposed to be in and out. One job, get the bag dip. But I guess she likes her little criminal family now. She's in there too, vibing, acting like she didn't just almost get deleted. We cut to Riri talking with Parker. He tells her they've got another mission, some rich target again. She hits him with the usual, I'm only doing this because I have to, I'm not a criminal. And Parker's like, nah, you are. She basically goes, damn, you right. She's locked in now, but at least she brought this pointless recurring character some shoes with the money. Fast forward, Riri's at home, there's a knock on the door. It's Joe. Yeah, crybaby Joe, but this time, Joe grew some balls. Ever since he saw her suit built with his parts, he's been itching to test his own ideas. He asks for help, she says no. So this man straight up threatens to snitch to her mom. From sobbing in the driver's seat to pulling emotional blackmail, you gotta respect Joe's personal development. Right after Joe leaves, cops show up. They tell her a guy named Rampage just got killed. Reminder, Riri replaced Rampage, so now she's spiraling, because deep down she knows what this is, loose ends. She's in a crew that that cleans up messes with body bags, and she just realized she's on the damn roster. So how do we solve being roped into a criminal crew that kills loose ends with a Sith Lord for a leader and the Force casually on his side? Option A, keep your head down and escape later. Option B, fake your death, burn everything, dip. Option C, go full dumbass and try to steal your boss's cloak during a mission. But before we explore what dumbass option she picked, we're at Joe's. Remember? Crybaby Joe who begged for help? Yeah, well, something's off now. Riri helps him with a few things, then stumbles across a cremation bag. Name on it, Obadiah. Yeah, that Obadiah. Iron Man 1 villain, bald menace, built like a thumb. Turns out Joe's real name is Ezekiel Stain. He tells her this is why he never wanted to touch her iron shit in the first place. He's been trying his whole life not to end up like his dad. Riri finally makes the first actually competent decision in the entire show and leaves Ezekiel after helping him, only to follow it up with a dumbass decision 5 minutes later. Now, back to our options. She picked fucking C. While her AI's out there acting like her in the suit, the real Riri is in the gardening dome, surrounded by motion sensors, trying to cut a piece off Parker's cloak. And because Riri the reject is retard, she trips the motion sensors. Whole team gets locked inside the greenhouse. CO2 gas starts flooding the room, and now someone's about to die. And that someone? John, Parker's literal cousin, second in command. He sees Riri and goes, "Why aren't you in your suit?" Then he sees the piece of the cloak in her hand, starts putting 2 and 2 together real fast. Long story short, John doesn't kill her, not because he forgave her, it's because they're both too busy choking to death on C2O. But Riri's bootleg Autobot crashes in, grabs her, and flies out. Door slams shut behind them. John's still inside, panicking now that the door's sealed. And he dies. So where does that leave us? She's in a criminal crew that kills loose ends, with a leader who controls the Force, and she just killed his literal blood cousin. Let that sink in. I want you to understand, from the very moment this show started, Riri has been making the most brain rot, brain dead decisions humanly possible. Like the was the writers thinking? Riri's logic is like someone trying to put out a fire with a bottle of hot sauce, and somehow it keeps getting worse. Also, Peter, yeah, the leader that has the Force, uses it and finds out she was the reason he's dead. So yeah, she cooked. We cut to Riri and the crew the next day. They're all sitting around talking about what they miss about John. And Peter, just hard staring, no words, but we know. She knows. So Riri dips, whole vibes off. Cloak piece isn't making sense, and now she's spiraling. She doesn't know what to do. So she tries to seek out Joe, or as we've established, Ezekiel Stain. Because when in doubt, go back to the emotionally unstable tech guy with villain lineage. But plot twist, Riri the up fumbled again. Ezekiel's in jail. Turns out her little reckless cloak snipping side quest left behind evidence of technology, and that trail leads straight back to Ezekiel Stain, the one guy who from the very beginning didn't even want to be involved. Now he's in a cell because she couldn't mind her damn business. She pulls up to the jail. Ezekiel sees her and just goes, and that was the end of that. So yeah, Riri's cooked on all sides. But it turns out her mom knows some magical witch lady who might be able to analyze the cloak piece. Cool, right? Wrong. The second the witch touches it, she freaks, kicks Riri and the mom out of the store immediately. Double cook. We cut to a scene. At this point, she just can't catch a break. No, dead ass. Because the very next scene, Peter walks into Ezekiel's cell and recruits him, adds him to the damn team against Riri. Riri's got ops linking with other ops just to send her back to the lobby. Nah, shit got even worse. Riri's in a junkyard full on panic attack, spiraling. Her AI best friend in Iron Man suit form goes to grab that pointless recurring character we barely even cared about earlier. He shows up, hugs her, consoles her, real tender moment. Then he sees the AI, instant switch. Dude snaps. He looks Riri dead in the face and goes,
"Delete it."
Riri just stands there staring at the AI, thinking about it. The AI best friend realizes what's happening and runs off. So now she lost the suit, and the one love interest character that didn't matter, gone too. Still a full L. But nah, we're not done. Because Riri the reject always got one more dumbass decision up her sleeve. She knows she's being hunted by 4 to 5 deadly people. And where is she? White Castle. Yeah, the fucking fast food restaurant. She's talking to the magical witch lady's daughter now, hoping for answers. And guess what? She can't help either. So now we're just stacking L's like coupons. Why not add another L to the batch? Because, of course, the people hunting her found her. Who would have guessed a guy with the literal Force could track her down at a fucking White Castle? By the power of plot, delusion, and maybe the sodium from White Castle, Riri somehow beats all of them. Yeah, the entire crew. The same people who were out here bodying cops and pulling heists, and she solos them at a White Castle with no suit. But I'm not gonna lie. When Riri did get her suit, she did do some badass shit. Like, she punched a truck and flipped the whole thing by herself. But this is Ironheart, so I'm still gonna hate. Anyway, after she flips the truck, she tries to fly off into the sky like it's her hero moment, only to get smacked by lightning. She crashes back to Earth, and who's standing there? Ezekiel Stane. Yeah, Crybaby Joe, except now he's got lightning powers. Apparently teaming up with a space wizard warlord turns you into bootleg Electro. Like, bro really went from, I don't want to be like my dad, to, I'm a full-blown villain with DLC powers. Like, dude pulled up with a whole aura boost, muscles, lightning crackling off his fingertips, no more Crybaby energy. He looked like he leveled up in between scenes. Like someone gave him a Zenkai boost and pre-workout at the same time. He beats the brakes off Riri, sends her bouncing off concrete like a damn pinball, then just says, leave before Peter finds out you're still alive, and walks off on some badass shit. It looks like Riri finally gains some clarity after taking more L's than a Drake album rollout. She drags her half-broken body back home and enters her redemption arc. About damn time. Her mom finds this busted old Camaro or something in the garage. Turns out it's hers and it's got some usable parts. Riri looks at it like it's Optimus Prime's ribcage and suddenly she's locked in. Now she's building, focused, no more dumbass missions. She's got a crew now. The Witch Daughter, channeling magic like a Hogwarts dropout. The pointless love interest, still there for some reason. The AI best friend, back, a little hurt but helping. Her mom and this random ass little boy. And the suit? Upgraded, magic embedded. It's giving Iron Man meets WandaVision with a sprinkle of Wakanda. We might actually be cooking now. Nah. Huh? Another L. Hot, steaming, straight off the grill. The AI best friend, her emotional rock, her digital day one, dead. Turns out mixing trauma-coded AI, ancient hood magic, and bootleg Stark tech wasn't the recipe for success. Sue couldn't handle the enchantment, magic couldn't handle her emotional baggage, and the AI, yeah, she got fried. Faded faster than an Infinity Gauntlet snap. Anyway, Riri still heads to the mission. She tracks down the Sith ready to end this, but she stopped in her tracks. Ezekiel's back, blocking her path. Turns out this dude really is a Sith now because Peter literally has him under body control. His body movements are programmed to protect him, like a walking turret in Jordan. So now Riri's forced to fight Ezekiel even though he doesn't want to, and eventually she wins by kicking him dead in the balls and slapping a tech device on the back of his neck that cuts off the muscle connection or whatever the hell. And because this shit is getting way too long, we're skipping straight to the final fight. Riri's finally throwing hands with the Sith Lord, and turns out it wasn't even fully him, it was the damn cape. That possessed blanket from hell was messing with his head the whole time, and Riri knew it. She saw it in his eyes mid-fight. Dude wasn't just evil, he was possessed drip. She takes it off of him, and next scene, he walks out, new room, food on the table, and guess who's waiting? Mephisto. Yes, the demon who gave dude the evil cape in the first place. And this girl, this genius MIT tier prodigy, future Iron Woman, smartest in the room individual, makes a deal with it. Shakes his hand, full grip, no hesitation. Why? To bring back her best friend, not the AI one, the real one. She knows this man caused all of this. She knows the cape came from him, and she still signs the deal like she ordering DoorDash. Now she's officially locked herself in a contract with Marvel's literal devil. She fumbled her freedom, her logic, and her soul all in one handshake. From the moment we started till now, Riri has been the dumbest smart person in cinematic history. Like she's got a 200 IQ but uses it like a cracked Etch-a-Sketch. Built like Iron Man, thinks like Johnny Test. Peak intellect, negative wisdom. Whole show been a masterclass in how to ruin your life with style.